Man, listen. Let me first of all, uh, anything I say on this shit is all speculation. It's my opinion. It's not speculation. It's my opinion. Uh, and speculation, right? Pretty much. So my manager told me to say it, so I'm saying it. So right. So, uh, but listen, man. So I'm looking at the Guthrie case. I was about to go to the Corey Holcomb thing, but I'm gonna wait. So look. So now we getting on this the Guthrie case. Now, man, as I watch this, I can't stop watching it. Um, it's too many shit that don't sound right. And then when I first started watching it, I thought she was just the mother of a news lady. The news, these motherfuckers make up with $20 million a year. They make good money. They make millions of dollars a year, especially when you're working for a big channel station like that. So I'm pretty sure they millionaires. Her husband probably got good money. Her sisters and them, the whole family probably got a couple dollars, right? So I'm thinking it's just their mother probably had a good, retired from somewhere. But I didn't know that she was involved in big pharma like that. So one of my people hit me and was like, Blue, listen, you got shit wrong, my boy. Like she was doing this, and this with the big farmer. And then last night, as I fell asleep, I left the TV on, and I can hear him talking like she had peep. You know what I'm saying? Like they was fucking with the books. And that's how a lot of drugs and shit hit the street, pretty much what I heard, right? Like pretty much drugs was being unaccounted for and this and this and this. And I think she kind of caught on to it, if I'm not mistaken. Like I say, speculation on that, right? So, but anywhere it went, she was with some high powered motherfuckers with big pharma, and there was some bullshit going on. So I didn't know that. So you telling me this lady, a high powered lady that worked at a company with some bullshit going on, your daughters is famous news people. Um, they say she can talk, but she couldn't walk far, right? Catch on to what I'm trying to try to pick up what I'm putting down, my nigga. So they telling me she 80, 90 years old or some shit, an old lady. She can't really walk too good. Her mind is all there, but she can only walk, stand up for 4 minutes. She got a fucking pacemaker on, like probably one of them things around her neck if she fall and don't get up. So listen, if your mother like that, and then she's supposed to went somewhere that morning, but she didn't show up. So remember all them things. So now look, if she's supposed to went somewhere that morning, and that's how they knew that they say that's how they knew something was wrong because she didn't show up to the shit she's supposed to went to, whether it be church or whatever it was, she didn't show up. My thing is if she can't walk, how the fuck did she get there? Who's supposed to have took her? So my thing is who's supposed to went there and took her? Why did the church people report the shit before the people that's supposed to pick her up and took her and be like, hey, we can't, you know what I mean? They ain't answer that shit yet. Another thing, who leaves their crippled mother at home by their fucking self? They can't walk but 4 minutes and she at home by herself. So y'all don't have nobody to come stay with her and watch her in the morning, at least come in the morning and you know what I'm saying, and take care of a few things around the house. They didn't say nothing about that type of person, right? So y'all just leave your crippled ass, old ass mama at home to fend for herself with a fucking camera system. So y'all don't even got a camera system around the house in case she do fall. Y'all can't peep in on her. This the thing. So y'all don't, daycares and shit got cameras where you can peep in on a person. Like, let me see if my mom all right. Especially in today's time, an old lady like that, I don't care where you live at. Crime is everywhere, and the more rural places you go, the more dangerous it is. Because if you living in a major city and you got a lot of neighbors, yeah, some shit can go wrong, but pretty much you got neighbors that's gonna look out for you. Hey, I know there's an old lady that stay across the street right here. I'm gonna keep an eye on her. You know what I'm saying? If I see something that ain't right over by their house, what's up? Who is you? You know what I mean? So none of that. So don't none of that makes sense. And then how do you have one camera, a ring doorbell in the front, and it's not hooked to nothing? So y'all so poor, y'all can't afford Wi-Fi. Why wouldn't it have been hooked up to nothing? And how long has it been off? I just seen a movie like that. A movie I watched that I did one on that they try to accuse a black boy of killing the wife when I think the son did it. And what happened was they let the shit lapse. The day that it lapsed, the day that the shit they didn't pay the bill, The exact day that people cut the shit off for the next day is the day the mama came up dead, right? And so they couldn't do it. But what happens is when you don't pay the bill, the people still can watch through it, but they just take pictures. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, it don't matter. They said this shit is off and they couldn't get no type of footage from it. 10 days in the game, the FBI, everybody go, all of a sudden you come up with a picture of a fucking numbskull on a porch with a gun. Listen, man, 10, 11 days later, look now, not the next day, not 48 hours, not 72 hours. You know what I'm saying? Not 80 hours, not 88 hours, not fucking, you know what I'm saying? 96 hours. Not 104 hours. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, they sit here all these days going by, and then all of a sudden y'all pop up with a fucking videotape when there's no surveillance. The shit wasn't working at the house, but somehow y'all pulled it out y'all ass to get footage of this shit. Somehow. So out of all the shit I done watched on First 48, out of all the shit I done watched on all these channels, you know how many kids come up missing around the world and there be a camera that don't work? And you telling me all this time that the FBI could have made that camera work and found out who did the shit? So y'all just told on yourself. What makes her so special though? Now I'm going into something different though. So y'all telling me a camera that don't work, that works, but it's just, you know, it don't have no recorder to it. I watch Force 48 all the time and see how many motherfuckers get murdered. Motherfuckers get beat cases all day because the camera wasn't working. What makes this case so motherfucking important that 11 days later, y'all found out a way to get the fucking footage? That's how I know y'all can do what the fuck y'all want to when y'all want to do it. It depends on who it is. And what makes this case so big to hit the world news like this, right? You know, motherfuckers get kidnapped every day, P. I'm just saying. But okay, I know it's the news lady. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But my thing is this. How do y'all make some shit like that work? It don't even sound feasible. So that lets you know that we're being watched all the time. So that's another thing I'm saying. The TVs, anything that's whatever this shit smart, it can watch. And anything that can see you, it can hear you in today's time. And as far as anything can see you, it can hear you. So as far as that motherfucker can see, it can hear you. That's why when you getting pulled over by the police, shut the fuck up. I done seen tapes where the fucking state troopers get in back of people. They can hear into your car. And it's for their safety. So when they pull you over and they lock into your car, they can hear everything y'all saying in there. So when you get to be like, oh shit, I hope you don't search the trunk, or oh shit, they don't say it, but that's how they already know you up to some bullshit, because you telling on yourself. Either you on the phone, or you talking to yourself, or you talking to somebody in the car, hide it under the seat, this. They already know what's up because they listening, or they can listen. And I know for a fact the state troopers can hear into your car. But they got a lot of technology. But anyway, what I'm saying is that makes me think like y'all on some bullshit. Out of all this kidnappings in the United States, and y'all will walk right past, oh, that camera ain't working right there. Or they got a camera, but it's not, they don't got Wi-Fi. Y'all will just keep on going. But so y'all telling me that all this time, y'all, if y'all wanted to, y'all can make this shit work. It depends on who it is. So, okay, I got that, right? So I got that. Y'all get where I'm going with that. But anyway, so now 10 days later, all of a sudden, they got this clear-ass footage of a bozo walking up on the porch. Murder gloves on, got the gloves on. First thing I looked at them gloves, it looked like he had on 2 pairs of gloves, 2 pairs of pants. I knew he had some other shit under his shirt. I peeped that he had on 2 ski masks. If you look on that shit and you look at the ski mask he had on, they not even saying that on the news. Then he had a flashlight in his mouth. So when he come up to the steps, you know that he know where he going because it's dark, and he flashed the light so he don't trip over the hump. That's number one. Number two, what's crazy is what's not making sense to me with this shit is that if you know it's a camera on the porch and you don't want to be seen and you got to cover it, he came with his head down, but you didn't come with nothing to cover the camera. All you had to do was keep your fucking head down and take whatever you was going to do and just take your hand and stick it over the camera, even if you was going to take the camera. But why take the camera if you covered the camera? It don't make sense. Why take some shit that can track you down? Now I know everybody don't think, but this is not sounding right. I might be giving them too much credit, but I don't even do crimes like that, right? I've never been a scandalous motherfucker, but I've been around scandalous motherfuckers, and I watch enough TV to know how and what to do. If I already know it's a camera on the motherfucking porch, I got the mask on, I already know they got facial recognition. So if they see my motherfucking eyes, that's all they need to see to facial recognition, right? I know these things. So I'm gonna make sure my eyes covered, my head down, which he did. But why do you get to the fucking porch? It don't make sense for you to go on that porch anyway, because you didn't, they say he didn't even enter through that door. So why is you going to a door that you know that there's a camera there? It's not making sense, bro. None of this shit is making no sense. What up, Dad? You scared the shit out of me. So none of this shit is making sense, right? So when you damn, that shit scared the fuck out of me. My goddamn dude. So look. So yeah. What up, though? I'm doing one on that Guthrie shit.
Huh?
You know the Guthrie? You know the lady who got kidnapped?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What you doing?
Nothing, just came to get some stuff out the room because I got last minute orders.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too.
Wow.
All right. So where was it? Oh, so anyway, so he knew he went on the motherfucking porch. He went on the motherfucking porch. It's almost like this is my thoughts, and this is just speculation. To me, this shit is set up. I don't think this is the real deal, bro. I don't. This is, so let me finish. Let me go like this, then I'm gonna go back. So let me finish telling you this. If this was a real burglar, right? So look, if it was a real burglar, you would think he'd know to cover it up. But okay, he act like he too stupid. So anyway, now he got the flashlight in there and he's showing his eyes. Why show your eyes when you had your head down to walk past the motherfucker and all you had to do was break it off without even seeing it? Even if you was gonna break it off the house or take it out the thing, why didn't you just do that? Why did you have to show your face? Now, I might be giving them too much credit. You know what I'm saying? I might be just giving them too much credit, but ain't no motherfucker that dumb. Because they can't be that dumb because they ain't got caught yet. So how the fuck is they that dumb if they ain't been caught yet? So you can't say, well, they dumb criminals or they not experienced. They gotta be some type of experience. The motherfucker's not caught yet. So that's the thing. Stop saying, well, they not experienced. Well, how ain't they? So if they this smart, they should know when you go on a motherfucking porch that's dark like that, it's a camera there. You know that. Why even go on that porch if that's not where you about to enter? They didn't even show him ringing the doorbell. The thing is, when he walked up to the doorbell, he didn't ring that doorbell. The fuck you talking about? So what? None of that shit makes sense. Nothing at the porch. He come with the gun out. He come with the gloves rolled all the way up. It's just a lot of shit. So you ain't care if the neighbors seen you, if the police just happened up to come up. Then another thing is this. Like I say, the lady standing there by herself. How do you know that though? Who would know that? Okay, so it could be an inside job. But like, so we know definitely it's not a stranger, because who would think that she would be there by herself? How do you know she not looking at this camera? That nigga was out there calm as a motherfucker. And usually when you walk up on a porch, the shit alert you. You know what I'm saying? If you in the house, you hear some go ding dong, like somebody's at your front door, or it alert her phone or something like that. So what make you think that she didn't look out there and see you there with a fucking mask on, a gun in the front of you? You know what I'm saying? That none of this shit makes sense, dog. It don't. And don't tell me that they don't know what they doing because they ain't been caught yet. They smart. These ain't no dumb motherfuckers. If they sending shit to TMZ and all this and they ain't been caught yet, and they telling y'all to do Bitcoin, this to me, it seemed like she knew too much and the government got rid of her. This is my honest opinion, flat out. I don't think these motherfuckers got shit off there. I think what they doing is they making up a scenario. Like I always said, any crime that happens in the United States soil, it can be solved by these cameras or the eye in the sky. There's nothing that can happen on the United States soil, believe me, that cannot be solved Cause all they gonna do when it happen, they gonna get the time, they gonna hit the satellites, go right down at 8:15. This happened. They gonna see where these motherfuckers went. They gonna follow them. Then they gonna follow to where they at. And then now the thing is, they can't let nobody know that Big Brother's. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't supposed to use them cameras for that type of shit, right? So what they got to do is, okay, they know that who did it. They know what time it happened. They know all that shit, and they know exactly where they at now, and they watching them. But what they got to do is they got to make up some type of scenario of how, when we catch them, how did we catch them? You see what I'm saying? So that's what takes so long to catch a motherfucker. They already be knowing who they are. What take weeks and months is like, damn, we got to put the plan together. Like, what? Okay, what witness we gonna use that say they seen it? What cameras we gonna say that caught their license plate and all this shit? So they got to diligently do their homework and put all this whole case together to go kick the door in on these motherfuckers. You just can't go kick the door on these motherfuckers and, well, how did y'all catch him? You know what I mean? A witness. I mean, you know, so yeah, so this is what I'm saying, bro. I don't believe that these motherfuckers went in and got a fucking camera that didn't work. None of that shit. I believe that shit staged afterwards, because the shit not stamped. It ain't no time on that shit. Ain't no time on that shit. It don't say 8:15 and none of that shit. It don't say no time. Ain't no time stamp on that shit. So they could have just sent somebody, you know what I mean? Though, like, for real. I mean, that's just a far-fetched, but not really, because she was fucking with some high-powered motherfuckers with that medical shit. You know what I mean? She knew some shit. You know what I mean? So now when you look at it like that, like, yeah, hell yeah, they want to get rid of her, my nigga. Yeah, so yeah, that shit sounding sketchy as fuck. Then you telling me 12 days later, you find a glove in the open. So it's been 10, 12 days later. Then at 2 weeks later, all of a sudden you got the camera working. Then you got a dude walking right on the porch with name brand shit on, his eyes out, his backpack, signature shit, a gun just on this, all that shit, this thing. Then all of a sudden you find a fucking glove out in the middle of nowhere. The same glove, one glove though, not both of them. You just find one glove, like the motherfucker that said, fuck it, I'm gonna throw one glove here and take the other one with me. And a week later, y'all just find it somewhere in the open. Y'all don't even know how to cover your own shit. This is the same thing that happened with the shooting, with the 30-06, with the boy in the college. Man, nigga, ain't no fucking way he gonna get no 38 miles in his fucking pants and get on top of a building not being seen at the college, jump down, put the gun in his pants, walk past all these people, go to the woods, break the gun down, come back, take the bullet out. Oh man, get the fuck out of here. And it didn't, even with the Charlie Kirk shit, it didn't even seem real, bro. The shit that they talking about that happened, even with the Trump, when Trump got shot in the ear, that shit seems so set up and far-fetched. Like, they not even smart enough to make it look real, and they don't even give a fuck. At this point, it don't even matter. What y'all gonna do about it? All right, we staged this nigga get shot in the ear, so now what? On to the next. I'm telling you, that's what's happening. I do not believe that they got a camera that wasn't there. First of all, how is she this high power and you got this much money? Out of all the crimes that ever happened, how in the fuck is no cameras around the house that's working? And rich as they are, what is it to have Wi-Fi connected to a motherfucking camera in the front? What is it to have, you know what I'm saying? And who leaves their mother that sickly and fucked up to be at home by herself with no security, nobody there if she fall? Y'all say she had a fall risk. Why the people early in the morning, y'all ain't saying that they came? They supposed to came and got her. Y'all saying she's supposed to been somewhere. How the fuck is she driving if she that sick? And why did they report her? She don't got nobody to come over there and house sit and check on her and cook for her, none of that shit. None of this shit is making zero fucking sense. Now they showing the dude with 2 book bags 5 miles away. It's some dude out there with 2 book bags, and he walk up right in front of the camera, walk up like he about to pass the book bag over the wall, and it's looking like he trying to get the gate open. The gate don't come open. He take the book bag back and he walk off. And now they like, oh, if y'all know who this is, they trying to put some shit together and it's not working. You can't fool us like that no more. None of this shit making sense. Why would somebody even come through why would somebody even walk up to that door, my dog? And that's not even a door you going through. But that's the only camera around the whole fucking house. So no neighbors had a fence. There was no trail cameras there. How y'all don't even know what type of car he went in? When have this been unheard of? Nigga, come on now. When have this, how could this be possible? Out of all the neighbors in this 2026, no cameras nowhere? The neighbors didn't have cameras to catch a car. It's only but 2 or 3 ways you can get to each main street. That can't be that hard to find. There gotta be only 2 roads you can go to get to go 2 ways. It's either a gas station there, a light there, a light there. You gotta catch something around that time and say, hey, what? And it ain't gonna be that many cars to pick from if it's that desolate out there. It's not making no sense, man. They trying to put some shit together. I do not believe that's even a suspect on the porch. I don't. I think that's they trying to they put that stupid motherfucker up there, took that picture to cover this shit up. Now, if that's not the case, that's just my thoughts of it. That the government got something to do with this shit. That's my thoughts. And I think this shit is all planned and sought out. But here go another one. If that's not the case, then I'm gonna tell you that dude who walked up on that porch, what that was in his backpack was a tarp and a saw. And you see how he had his gloves on tight, and I think what it is why he had, because he had 2 masks on. I looked in this shit. He had 2 masks on. We got like 2 pairs of gloves on. Look at his hands. The gloves is thick and like it's something under him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. How he get her out the house? How far did he have to go take her body? But they say they didn't even get her from that motherfucking door. So if you got her from the back, and why is it blood on the front porch? So if she didn't come out that way, if y'all got in another way and brought her out that door, right? Y'all gotta have a recording of his voice, because if y'all can see through that camera, y'all can hear through that camera. So y'all gotta know his voice. It gotta be voice recognition on there, because either he took this shit off and put it in his pocket, or took it and threw it, whatever. Y'all heard his fucking voice some type of way. So when they drug her out the house, but why would she be bleeding? Tell me this. Why would she be bleeding? She's 80-some years old. Once you get in there and scare her enough, how would it be blood? Why would you hit a lady like that? Was you gonna pistol whip her? No, just rough her up, tie her up, and tape her mouth. If you're gonna kidnap her, that's duct tape her mouth and get her up out of there to the vehicle. But if it's blood there, like I say, that could have been a tarp in there, man. Everything he did, he could have stretched that tarp out, got rid of it right there. I hate to say that, but you know what I mean, with the saw, because they say he was there 45 minutes. They say he was there for over 45 minutes. How they know that, I don't know. But they say they know he was there for 45 minutes, yada, yada, yada. That's enough to boom, 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 hit the legs, the head, put that shit right there, drag it out, and I'm out. Just drag it to the car and I'm gone. Little blood spilled off right there. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that, my dog. That's another thing. Because, like, what else is in that bag? That bag is full on his back. So he ain't come to steal nothing. He came to get her. So what type of shit do he got in that bag? That's a motherfucking tarp and a saw, if you ask me. Because look at them gloves. Them gloves ain't the type of gloves, you can't really maneuver with them gloves. Them gloves is only one thing, to either not get gunpowder residue on it, because they tucked under his shirt. So either that's to not get gunpowder residue on them, or blood on them. You know what I'm saying? And I think he had on 2 pairs of clothes. I think, you know what I'm saying, when he tied her up, he took them clothes off, got busy with the clothes underneath him, took them off, threw them in the bag. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, this all speculation, what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? And it's speculation. But what else is it, man? You know what I'm saying? Because that's dangerous. He didn't come to play. He came with a gun on him. To an 86-something, you know what I'm saying? To an elderly lady house. There's blood on the fucking porch. But me, I don't listen, man. I don't believe this shit that I'm seeing. I don't believe it, though. I think my opinion, It might be far-fetched, but I think this is a cover-up. I think this person that walked on this porch this is not right. I think something's definitely not right with that. How he looked at how do he come up there looking that unprofessional? And everybody know it's common sense. We watch enough TV to know that. Why did he have to look in this motherfucking camera? He didn't have to look in that camera. Why you walk on the porch with his head down like and he with a mask on though, but he walking up on the porch with his fucking head down. That means I don't want him to see my eyes. So you knew you was coming up there. You knew it was a camera there. Why you ain't had something already ready to take the camera off or cover it up? Now you got to go out there and play stupid and get some fucking leads, and then you looking right in the camera with your eyes right there. It's too set up. It's like they trying to show too much evidence. The nigga got a name brand jacket on. Everything is you know what I mean? The gun sitting there pointed to the right, so now we know he right-handed. Why is the gun outside his fucking like he a cowboy? Who does that? Who wears a gun like that in real life? Holstered out like that, walking up to the porch. Listen, it don't make no sense. And then what makes a person even think that she would be there by herself or there's no one near? I don't care who you are, even if you are, unless you very close to the family. So you know what I'm saying? So you definitely looking at somebody that's in the family because the way he walked up on the porch, he knew that hunt. It's common sense. It might have been a hunt right there, but he hit that light right on time. Boom. He went up on the porch. You know what I'm saying? That whole shit is like, okay, the gun is on the front and it's showing that he right-handed. That's just to show that he's right-handed and that he has a firearm. Because why would you come with the gun out like that? Is what I'm saying. And the nigga was too comfortable. So it's like it's crazy work right there, man. Because what makes you think that she did, you know what I'm saying? That nobody wasn't alerted. So that's what clearly puts a stranger out. That's clearly not a stranger, and that's not a person that been to the house just only one time. Whoever that is, they definitely know them. That stranger count that shit out. A person didn't even send nobody. Whoever this is been to that house before. My speculation, he's definitely been to the house itself. That's nothing you can explain to nobody. The way he walked up on that porch and was so comfortable, that's nothing you can explain to nobody. You can't send a motherfucker somewhere and say, hey, do this, they not gonna be there. A motherfucker gonna be trying to hurry up, kick the door in, get her and go. All that standing around shit, like I know she not gonna look out on the camera. I know this the only camera that's here. I know this camera ain't linked to nothing. I know that nobody is in here taking care of her. You know what I'm saying? I know nobody about to pull up. Yeah, this is deep, bro. But me personally, seeing all the shit I done seen, I think this is a government. I think they know what happened to that lady, man. I just don't get all this shit. Like I said, what's mind blowing to me is how do you leave your fucking sick mother there by herself who can't stand up with no cameras around? Niggas got dogs in their yard, bro. Niggas got dogs in their yard and got cameras. Niggas got chicken coops and shit with trail cameras around. You know what I'm saying? Just in case something happened. Now you telling me your mother is a walking risk of falling and hurting herself, and you telling me there's not a camera to check in on her on the inside of the house? There's no camera on the back of the house. The only camera y'all saying y'all got is the front. So out of all this shit, in today's time, the neighbors don't got no cameras. Nobody got a picture of a car. All the flash shit y'all talking about y'all got, how y'all catch niggas. You know what I mean? Y'all making me really think, boy, like I say, like that makes me think like how y'all do niggas. Real talk. When y'all want to catch a nigga, y'all catch him. When I hear this motherfucker supposed to be the dumbest criminal in the world, because y'all act like he's just a dumb criminal. But yeah, he ain't that dumb because it's been over 10, 12 days. And listen, man, who gonna keep playing with some people for over 12 days talking about a ransom and you fucking with the U.S. government? Nigga, we go in and catch real terrorists. Motherfuckers be thinking of catastrophic shit to do to the United States government, and it be a few little people in the hills of fucking Virginia somewhere, out of all the people in the world, the United States government is smart enough to pinpoint them down and go get them. And you telling me you can't catch a dumbass kidnapper that keeps sending letters? Man, y'all know this some bullshit, bro. The lady got herself into some, and it sounded like the family in on it. Yeah, to me it sounded like the fucking family in on it. How the fuck your mama ain't got no security, no cameras around her, knowing she didn't work for this high, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, to me, and it seemed like the family in on it. How the fuck your mama ain't got no cameras, no security, no help there? How the next morning they supposed to come get her? They all, what do you mean, why she ain't come? How she supposed to have got there? Do she drive? How y'all gonna tell me she can't walk, but she can drive though? Is her car still there? Like it's not making sense. So they just not telling us everything. But don't tell us half the shit then, nigga. I'm trying to solve this motherfucker too. I ain't got nothing to do. It's like a murder mystery. You know what I mean? But from a street nigga perspective, this shit is an inside job, and it's seeming like it's an inside job, dog, and it ain't making sense. So, man, y'all just tap in. It's just something fun to do, man. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at it like it's something. You know what I mean? It's fun, but it's serious. Me and my niece play them. Me and my niece and my sons play the murder mystery games. Matter of fact, I wanted to go to this little. They got a little shit right here in Inkster, right on I think it's Middle Belt and Michigan Avenue. Is like a murder mystery house and shit. But yeah, it's something. Tap in with me, man. Let me know what y'all think.